Good evening, this is the Oscar expert here with Brother Bro. We got some trailers to talk about. It's normally the kind of thing we do on members, but we got some big trailers. We're not posting that much on the main channel right now, so we're just gonna put this on the main channel. Let's start out with the trailers, because that's the fun part. We got two trailers today. Number one, Jay Kelly. Netflix, it really seems like they are gearing up. This is our contender, everybody. Hello, this is it.
Yeah.
George Clooney, Best Actor.
People
Adam
who
Sandler.
talk to Netflix, even before the trailer, I was just hearing that's the film they're feeling most confident about. And then the trailer comes, and we can see why, right? Oh, and the Vanity Fair article, right? The Vanity Fair article goes quite in depth, and you can see the kind of narratives that they're spinning for the actors. They're really going to push hard for Clooney and Adam Sandler to win Oscars, I would say. I think they're both going to be in a winning conversation for their respective categories, and they made a really big deal about this movie as George Clooney being the titular character. You know, the film is kind of about, it's sort of a meta film. That's his narrative this year. Kind of like how Adrian Brody got to reflect on his experience as the child of immigrants, imitating his father's accent. George Clooney gets to reflect on his career that he had in Hollywood and where it's brought him, and that's kind of what the film is. So he's got an amazing narrative. I think he's one or two, rightfully, in the predictions right now. I rocketed him up to number one. I'm not saying he's going to win the Oscar, but I am saying that it will be so undeniable that it will probably be a top three contender in that category.
He's so the center of this movie.
Yeah.
The fact that, he's this aging actor who people criticize for playing himself all the time.
Right, exactly.
It's George Clooney.
People are going to be like, oh my God, you're so self-aware, George Clooney, and this is your best performance ever.
Literally, he just overcame the number one thing that people are like, well, okay, maybe I can buy Jay Kelly, but isn't George Clooney just going to do himself? You can't hold that against him because it's addressed right there. The movie looks like a really interesting exploration of this aging actor who doesn't understand himself, doesn't seem to understand other people. How can he be an actor when he's not even understanding himself and others?
Yeah, it seems very insightful and self-aware.
About Hollywood, this is more Oscar bait than I imagined.
It's a little bit Hollywood and celebrities skewering themselves, especially that joke where it's oh, I'm always alone, and then the butler hands him the glass and he's like, oh, thank you. We know it's about Hollywood people who are living a larger life than most regular people could imagine, but it knows that. I feel it's getting ahead of that criticism already, if that makes sense.
I mean, the article said that there's a really chaotic and well choreographed scene that goes around a film set.
The opening shot was detailed.
The shit's Oscar bait. Okay, it's actually possibly his most Academy friendly.
Linus Sangren is the cinematographer here. I'm really excited to see what he's doing as the DP. I'm excited for the cinematography in this film.
It looks very good from the trailer.
Yeah, Baumbach's last couple films have been a huge upgrade in terms of style from his more New York City-based, low-key dramas. So I'm really excited for what the film has to offer. Nicholas Britell, we got a little taste of the score
that's
here.
Gonna be nominated
I put
too.
that in my I actually had that in my predictions already. But I think this is really just Clooney, Sandler they're gonna push them to try to win awards.
I mean, Laura Dern is number 3 in that billing.
Yeah.
She looks like she'll be good.
I have her in my list.
She could be nominated.
Now I will say that Adam Sandler, coming off of the Vanity Fair article, I did not see him as much in this 1 minute long teaser, and maybe we'll get more of him in the full length trailer. But it wasn't as obvious that they're pushing him from this trailer, but maybe it will be.
They're absolutely pushing him.
No, they're gonna push him. I'm just saying, they made it sound like this is gonna be his best performance, and he's so tender and heartbreaking in this, and he kind of plays George Clooney's best friend and road trip partner here, and I think it's his agent, who always believes in him and believes in kind of this image, but is also his best friend.
Look, I'm seeing this as a top 5 contender easily. I don't really see a way around it. You have the narratives for the two main actors are they are going to be locked and nominated everywhere throughout the season. And then Baumbach, maybe he's in conversation for a screenplay Oscar. I know that category is probably going to be tied to Best Picture, and it's probably going to go that way.
Yeah.
But that could be yet another movie in that conversation. I mean, maybe the movie is in conversation to win Best Picture. It's kind of like Sentimental Value too, in that it has actors and they're talking about acting, and
it kind of steals the thunder from Sentimental Value of being that comedy drama that is just so lovable with great career best performances. Also kind of about filmmaking. It's very self-aware. It just looks like a joy. It looks like a really fun film, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, maybe if this is truly like a top 3, then Baumbach can get a director nomination too. Yeah, that's very possible.
It'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry.
And speaking of laughing and crying, we have the trailer for Rental Family. Now,
yeah.
You know, there's not that much to say in terms of like the style of this movie. Like, this looks kind of like Coda.
No, it's not
maybe a little better than Coda.
As Coda.
A little better looking than Coda. It doesn't matter. Like, this is going to win TIFF. I don't see a way around that at the moment. Like, I can't see the path around.
I can't understand another argument for any other film to win the People's Choice Award at this point in time. And by the way, you can predict the TIFF People's Choice Award in Award Expert, but I can't really find a better argument for a film than Rental Family. It's got heart, it's heartwarming, it's breezy, it's got the laughs, it's got the tears, it seems. And it's anchored by what looks like a really charismatic, huge performance, very tender, from Brendan Fraser, who I think people are going to love here even more than in The Whale, perhaps. And he just seems like, you know, if everything goes as well for Rental Family as I think it will, he'll be a staple of the Best Actor category, no doubt about that.
Now, if I saw this trailer and I didn't know that I heard so many good things about it, I might think that it'll probably be just like a decent TIFF movie, right?
I don't know. I think it looks better than a decent TIFF movie because of the performances.
But knowing that it's going to be a big hit, I think. Like, I really see it.
Searchlight seems all in on it. There's no they haven't even looked another contender's direction. They're not considering anything else for the Oscar. So
I think the premise looks intriguing. It just looks like a movie that like anybody would want to see. Yeah. Like, oh, that's a really silly, like fun concept that, you know, the trailer gives away like the whole jadoozle. Like, we understand that he's like pretending to be in the family, and then like he kind of warms up and he's like, maybe this is kind of like my real family in my heart. Like, we know the whole thing, but it doesn't matter. Like, if it hits the beats and you got Fraser that you want to nominate, and you see a little bit of that Akira Emoto Oscar scene where he's looking at the photo, he's sitting down outside with Brendan Fraser. You know that's going to break your heart. You know that's going to be one of the big tearjerker moments. And Akira Emoto is going to be like the center of that.
He looks like he's a big character. He's going to have many scenes where it's just him and Fraser. And who doesn't love a tender old man performance, right? So I have him in my predictions. I just have those two actors, screenplay and picture, and I feel like that's all it's going to get.
Well, I have casting as well. There is a score, but I don't know how well that'll fare.
I feel like this would be like a SAG ensemble film as well, since there's family in it.
Let's not, we don't need to predict editing. You don't need to predict director. You don't need to do anything else. Like, that's just the kind of movie that it is.
Right.
It's number 6 in my predictions right now.
Yeah.
It's winning TIFF. It's like how in Roller Coaster Tycoon, when you click autocomplete, it's like looking for a path. Like, I only have one way I'm going. Like, I'm looking other ways, and they're just dead ends, and I'm going to the way that it is.
Speaking of, like, I really would like to know what the hell could win TIFF, because Sentimental Value, coming off of Cannes, like, I don't think it's going to win TIFF. I think it will place.
Jay Kelly might go to TIFF still.
If Jay Kelly goes to TIFF, that would be contender. I mean, remember The Fabelmans? That was like a year where it was sort of obvious that would win. The Holdovers, we thought that was going to win. American Fiction took over.
It was number 2.
So, there's always the chance for a surprise, but
there is an Avatar trailer that we haven't talked about. I mean, I don't have that much to say about these Avatar trailers and like Avatar updates. The movie looks visually stunning, and the visual effects look, again, like miles ahead of all other work that like we get in a given year in this decade. We're getting the same characters, we're getting the same villain. Like, maybe it's in, maybe it's out. It's still the same status as far as I'm concerned. If your strat right now is, I don't doubt James Cameron until proven otherwise, that makes sense to me. If you have it like at number 12 and you're like, oh, maybe, these Avatar movies, they're not all going to get in. They're not going to be 5 movies nominated for Best Picture. That makes sense to me also.
I mean, the last one benefited from feeling kind of new after a long hiatus from the Avatar films. And this one we're like 3 years after the last Avatar film now. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to feel as exciting. And again, I've been saying that I think it just depends on how stacked the slate is this year. If we can't squeeze in Avatar, it's going to have to go.
I mean, I'm saying that sequels seem to have diminishing returns.
Yes.
After what happened with Dune 2, the best that it can do seems to be exactly what the last one did.
Yeah, exactly.
And if it does slightly worse, then it's kind of just that it has to fall out of picture. Because it's probably not going to fall out of the other categories. Yeah. Maybe production design or something.
Yeah.
Festival lineups. NIF announced the main slate. So they still have Spotlight coming, which means, you know, we can still have our fingers crossed for like Ann Lee showing up. Die My Love too. I am like, that should be at NIF. Really should be. You know, we mostly get the highlights from the other festivals, right? NIF is like a highlight reel. The biggest premieres that are happening at NIF is this thing on, which we talked about in a members video. Bradley Cooper's movie is not quite done for the other festivals, so it'll have to do NIF. It's not a sign that the movie is like no good. It's just baking still. And also Claire Denis has a new film. Did you know that?
No.
It's premiering at NIF. Actually, It might not be premiering at NIF. It might go to TIFF. Oh, maybe it'll be a Telluride premiere. Claire Denis has a movie that's actually doing the fall festival circuits that we learned today.
After the Hunt's the opening night film. You know, After the Hunt's strategy is interesting as they're going to Venice and then NIF, skipping Telluride.
House of Dynamite is doing a pretty nice festival run, but it will not be going to TIFF. Yeah, then we got the TIFF centerpiece, which includes, you know, a couple Cannes leftovers that I was hoping to see. My Father's Shadow. That movie, I think, should be able to continue building buzz. You loved it.
The Love That Remains is there, the Icelandic film that I also was raving about from Cannes.
The President's Cake.
I did not catch that, but I heard very good things. I heard it's more accessible and crowd pleasing, not your typical Cannes fare where it's potentially isolating or heady. People have that on their radar actually for international film, and I do as well.
Blue Moon shows up. Blue Moon's going to do a couple festivals.
Left-Handed Girl is at TIFF.
Yeah,
that's a really good
Exit
one.
Exit 8 seems like it could be an interesting sort of like more experimental one to check out. Riz Ahmed's in a Hamlet movie. There's also a lot of other movies that got announced. Like some of them have casts. Some of them even have like decent directors. Like there's a movie from the director of Snack Shack, which people were pretty hot on a couple years ago. They're all wait and see movies for me. Like they're all just, I'm going to wait and see. There's too many to talk about. Ella McKay has a trailer.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
It's nothing.
It's funny because when we were talking about this originally, I was like, oh, well, maybe Woody Harrelson is like the politician that she unseats and it's like an AOC film.
That's not even who he is, right?
It's not, no. It's not even primarily about her election campaign.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, that's sort of a sidebar to like it just being about family. And I don't really understand what the movie is except for it's about family. Like, Woody Harrelson's the dad that she doesn't have a great relationship with, who she's going to have a good relationship by the end. Jamie Lee Curtis, I do feel like, if anything, you could try to push her for supporting actress. She'll be probably really good in it, but I don't see it being like a career standout.
I sense a PTSD response regarding the SAG Awards, and people are going to start predicting Jamie Lee Curtis for Ella McKay. I wouldn't go. It's not going to happen every year, is it?
Listen, also, Ella McKay is not going to TIFF. What the fuck?
It's just it's a December release.
It's just kind of weird. Like the whole strategy is just weird. Like
this is why
you need like TIFF buzz.
And I was saying to you, I feel like all these like, oh, maybe this legacy director will kind of have a comeback. You know, his movies feel like they kind of belong in another era. They worked better in like the 80s or the 2000s or whatever it is, and like maybe they'll work now. Like it doesn't really happen. No. It didn't happen with Megaflopolis. It doesn't happen with Zemeckis. It doesn't happen with Ron Howard anymore.
Or Barry Levinson, who directed Rain Man and then did the Ben Foster boxing film,
which was
that we saw, and it was like nothing. The Survivor.
The last one I can think of, someone who kind of had a real mid streak and then actually did kind of make an Oscar comeback, was Kenneth Branagh with Belfast. But there's not that many examples, so I don't know.
I would say Todd Field is like the main example.
No. Todd Field doesn't count for my criteria.
He took a 20-year break.
My criteria is that they have to like make movies that are just kind of diminishing returns, not proving themselves well.
Yeah.
Like Todd Field didn't make a flop. He's never made a flop. Just filmmakers who are clearly past their prime. There's also a trailer for Nuremberg. Like, don't have this in your predictions.
I am not seeing this at TIFF.
It's exactly what I said. It's brown and gray as ever.
Yeah.
The font in the trailer is indicative of everything you need to know.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about it.
It looks like a film that it will do okay when it's on people's TVs and they can just turn it on and just go, oh, I know who Russell Crowe is, and I'm going to watch a historical period drama right now.
And that's about it. We'll see you when we do the weapons review. That's going to be posted probably Friday. Very excited for that.
Award Expert, I have now made it into a social media app. So if you open up your Award Expert app, you will see there's a feed of posts. You can comment on your predictions. You can tag your predictions in posts. You can comment on other people's stuff. And now we got this buzz and this chatter, and there's a trending section of what topics people are talking about. So, go check it out. Go open it up and give me your feedback. You can message me through the app. It's the early version of this feature, so inevitably some things won't be working at 100%, but I will be very quick to amend those things and build more features as you guys request. Take a look, get posting, get using it. I hope people are really excited about it. It took me many, many months to make this feature. And if you want, you can support Award Expert with an Award Expert Plus subscription, which I will continue to build features for throughout the year. In the meantime, just thank you so much for those who do support it, really trying to grow it, really trying to make it into something.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
Which void in your life would you fill with Brendan Fraser?